Hello, I'm Naomi from Fun Science Demos. Today we'll be exploring the basic states of matter simulation by PhET. If you are unfamiliar with PhET simulations, these are simulations which run on HTML5, which means they can be accessed by students and teachers across PC, Mac, tablet, and mobile devices with an internet connection. Once I have covered the basics of how to use the simulation, we will explore other resources PhET has made available, which educators may want to use to build a lesson using this resource. Let's get started. When you first open the simulation, you may notice a few things immediately. In the top right here, we are given a list of the kinds of matter we can simulate. We are given atoms and molecules to play with. We have neon and argon, which are noble gases, oxygen, which is a diatomic atom, and water, which is a molecule. Let's play with water. Now right below it you can see a list of the states of matter, solid, liquid, and gas. This gives students a wonderful visual representation of the behavior of water molecules at different temperatures. When water is in its solid state, the ice molecules are packed much closer together than they would be in water vapor, the gas state. You can also see the temperature change between states using the thermometer in the upper left. Before the video began, I selected Celsius, but for older students who are learning the Kelvin scale, this can also be shown. So to continue here, I'm going to change this back to Celsius and take another look at those ice molecules. Let's say I wanted to show what would happen if we raise the temperature. So I'm going to raise the heat here, and if I let go of this slider, you can see the temperature stops moving. So I'm going to keep going until I'm around 32. So went a little bit over, but that's okay. Now what I've done is I've paused the simulation because I want to ask students what state they think these molecules are representing now. If I wanted to show a little bit of movement, I could hold this button down here. If I wanted to continue to raise the temperature to show the gas state, I wouldn't be able to do that until I unpause the simulation. If I was guiding students through the simulation, or using it as a station in a blended classroom, I may want to set everything back to the way it was when I first opened the simulation, which I can do by clicking this reset button. For more advanced students, such as those in a high school classroom, you may want to use phase changes, which is the second page listed down here. The basic setup remains the same from the previous page, though with some additions. There's a phase diagram, which shows a pressure versus temperature graph. On your left, we can increase the number of atoms or molecules that are present in the container, which, as you can see, has an effect on the pressure, and we can manually adjust the pressure by clicking and holding down on this finger here. The temperatures are also listed in Kelvin and in Celsius, and we can take a look at water one more time. Now here I'm cooling the water, and you can see that red dot moving along the temperature versus pressure graph, and I have tried to position the molecules to be in a state around the triple point. Now that you have learned all the basics of this simulation, let's take a look at what other resources PhET has to offer. By navigating to the home page, and entering the name of your simulation, you will come to a page that looks like this. On this page, if we click About, we see the topics that are covered in the simulation, a description of those topics, and some sample learning goals for your students. When we click on the tab for teachers, we are shown this list of teacher-submitted activities. The ones that have PhET next to them were provided by PhET contributors, and the ones that have stars are highly recommended because they meet PhET standards. Let's take a look at one of these. I see this program called Chemistry Theater. That interests me, and oh, I see it's produced by the UTeach program at the University of Texas. So when I click that link, it will take me to here, and in order to download these files, I will need to make a PhET account, but it is free and safe. Oh, I see this is a 4-day lesson and that it's appropriate for K-8 and middle school. Once I open up that PDF, I'm shown this, which includes content standards, learning objectives, a list of supplies, and a 5E lesson plan. And if I scroll down a little more, I even have the worksheets included for this 4-day lesson. Very cool. This has been an introduction to the basic states of matter PhET simulation, and an introduction to PhET's teacher resources. Science is so cool. Thanks for watching!